customers.
Try the newest, cheapest, and fastest delivery na express sa service. Introducing Moto Express PH. You can now leave your shopping and delivery needs with us without much exposure and interaction to people outside. Mapa-grocery items, medicines, foods, and other essentials and halal certified products, kami na ang mamimili at maghahatid sa'yo. Sinisigurado na ligtas, in good and quality condition ang mga pabili o orders sa delivery service na iyong i-avail. Para sa maayos at mabilis na delivery at order mo, ipamoto mo na. Download Moto Express PH app through Google Play that is built to deliver beyond your expectation. Tara na dito sa Moto Express. Dahil moto mo to.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Philippines. I'm Ismail Abaya, and this is Usapang Halal. And thank you. We're now live also simultaneously, simulcast with our partner collaborator network, especially the Bounce Back Network. And you've seen our Halal Moto Express, the first halal delivery app to prevent the contamination. Okay? And good morning also, Malaysia and the world. Siyempre, let's welcome my partner, advocate of halal. Let's welcome Brother Fakhir, direct from Malaysia. Morning, brother. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Mr. Ismail. Yes. It's a good day for today. And today is very nice because we will talk about a very interesting topic. Hopefully, it's a second week of 2021. I think hopefully we can talk about Malaysian Standard KMS requirement from the Islamic perspective. Okay, so
nice.
Back to the
Let's welcome first, brother, our person representing the micro entrepreneur of the Philippines, Manila Council, the KAINTREP, micro association of entrepreneurs. Okay, let's welcome the president. Let's welcome Kaida Enriquez from the Philippines. Morning.
Hello. Good morning, world. Good morning, Malaysia. Good morning, Philippines. Mabuhay.
Are you ready with your question with Fakhir? Because
yes,
we have a topic today. Even me, it's
I need
new.
question.
Yes.
Anyway,
because today we will try to more focus on the topic is more focus on the Malaysian standard.
Okay, that's nice.
Of quality. Because I know if I'm not telling this, we go directly to, like example, last week we talked about a shelter house and anything, but I think better I introduce this to all of you. I mean, into introduction is more to the why and then what is the requirement be as a in the Malaysia quality management inside this Malaysian standard. So I think it's quite interesting. I think for me also as an entrepreneur, because this requirement is more focused on the organizations like a company, big or small, is not. But if we want to tackle step by step to expand your business, I think these are more required in this organization. It's a requirement. It's a base for everything inside this. Okay.
Okay. I'm excited.
Okay. I think anything. Question for Mrs. Aida. I think before we go, because this is quite. I think it's quite difficult to understand. But I think I try my best to at least what is the concept of this Malaysian standard, and then and hopefully it can help Philippines also to develop if it's something as a similar. I think this under Malaysian, but I think it's quite similar also because we are in the world we have a standard. For example, ISO is international standard of quality. Because I also before this as a quality control management in one company, I learned more about this quality. My experience is in automotive company, in automotive industry. So but it's quite similar because everybody have followed this. And but what I want to talk about today is more focus on halal, because we talk in Usapang Halal, we focus on halal. That's why I think I try to introduce this to in this program, because I think it's very relate. Because when we have this standard, we can follow. Everybody can follow, but how to understand it will take a time. I think it will take a time to understand what is the implementation requirement, what is the continuity plan to improve all the segment inside your organisasi or the bodies, even company. Okay? So I think it's quite. But any question first from Saida? I think.
None yet. I
Not
would
yet.
like to hear first.
Okay. From your Ismail, I think last question about slaughterhouse. Maybe I not complete. Last week we talked about slaughterhouse. I don't bring today about the scale of anything. I think I'll focus this first, and then we quite and then I'll discuss about. Okay, can I share first about this MS 19,000 2005. Okay. Okay, sorry to say. Okay, today this is one of, I think I get this from the link from the Mr. Zeno. Then this what you call Malaysian standard under MS 19,000 19002305 update, and this is a quality management system requirement from the Islamic perspective. So this one of the standard that we can follow. Okay, inside this of this. Okay, this development of Malaysian standard, and then what is the important thing? This Department of Standard (DSM) is a national standardization and accreditation body, and then the main function of this department is to foster and promote a standard standardization and accreditation as a means of advancing our national economy, promoting industrial efficiency and development, and benefiting the health and safety of the public, protecting a consumer, facilitating domestic and international trade, and furthering international cooperation in relation to standard and standardization. So this all the Malaysian standard is under a SIRIM. We call it as a SIRIM. So SIRIM is one of the big company established in Malaysia to control all the, not only for the halal product, but for all electrical product, automotive, everything. So this opportunity, for who are doing a halal, because we have already a standard of this, Malaysian standard inside this, and we can follow this as to do what is important thing is we want to become as a introduce the halal, everything that the main is the quality. We talk about quality of the product. So when we talk about the quality of product, normally it's more to the others thing. Like example for me, my experience is produce the automotive parts. Automotive part, they have many kind of step. Example for the management, we go for the ISO 90,000. It's more to the management. But for automotive, they have one standard that we call FTS 16949. that is a big control. I mean, critical item on that. But in the halal, but of course, when before this, we more talk about halal organisasi, halal body that authorized, but controlled by them to help the entrepreneur to apply this halal certification. But in Malaysia, we have another solution or another we call it a standard to follow is under SIRIM. That now I'm talking about Malaysian standard is QMS. It's a requirement. It's a focus on this halal food everything. So what I want to show in this program is when we have of this quality or a standard for this. That means what the quality. I mean that's why Malaysia logo is a very important. Not for Malaysian but others country also because they have many channel to control this and to guide all the entrepreneur something like that and to have this in that in their organisation. And then why this Malaysian standard apply by is to do the internal auditing, because I think this is one of the requirement when you want to apply this halal. You have a team inside your company, or the team that have to manage all the activity for halal product, everything in sort of, regarding the resources, and then also the process inside your factory. When we talk about factory, they have a process. Then how you do to implement the quality improvement in your factory. But in other way, they have many kind of manual that we more focus on other parts, other product. But this is belong to halal. That's why inside this quality standard of this, they have an input or include the requirement for halal. I mean, okay, we go further and then another slide. I cannot show many. I cannot. I mean, today maybe it's introduction for this. Okay. One thing that I think it's good to say that is this manual is a collaboration by our, I think the whole department in our Malaysia. Like example, Islamic Development, Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, also the Department of Standard, and then the Department of Veterinary Services, Federation of Malaysia Manufacturers, Institute of Islamic Listing Malaysia, Institute of Quality Malaysia, Malaysia Agriculture Research and Development Institute Malaysia, Association of Standard User, Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs, Ministry of Health, Foods, Ministry of for Food and Safety, Ministry of Health, Food for National Pharmaceutical Control Bureau, Ministry of International Trade and Industry, also Muslim Consumer Association in Malaysia. That means to produce this quality manual is not easy. I think they have many years, I think, to study about this requirement. And then at the same time, this manual is also referred to international standard. Example, ISO 10012/2003, the measurement management system is ISO 19011/2002, is guideline for the quality and environmental management system auditing. So that's why I think this manual, when this launched about 2005, there's it's a guideline for us as a management to control the internal quality inside the factory, but based on the requirement for the Islamic perspective. So that's why this is very special, and I have to look into this further. I mean, detail of this. Of course, I think these are quite difficult to explain also for me. But what I understand about this quality management, while I go through, it's a requirement. It's similar to the others. That means last time I have a question from Aida about talking about FDA. I think FDA.
Yeah.
Validation, the kind of thing. And then also for me, I think I already talked many about our another requirement before we can get halal. Example, our health department is we call it as a mesti. Mesti is the one of the requirement before we can go to the halal. That's why in the letter of this all the association, I mean like JMP also has said, it's one of the requirement also for the product to achieve as a export or ready to export product. We call as a ready to export product. They have many to achieve in terms of many requirements in the market right now. I think that's why I want to relate this today because why sometimes why like Malaysian logo is very important for halal. I think in the world, everything. That's why I don't know how about other countries doing, but for Malaysia, it's a guideline. We already achieved that. It's a completely have all the manual, all the guideline. Example, I have a train about for days about this, or also only for talking about halal. I still use this as my guideline. Yes, talking about how the halal system in Malaysia. So everybody want or learn at the same thing, at the same level, and then to achieve that as a expert in halal, you have to go to the training and then get a certificate from the others. That's why in Malaysia, even as I set up as a under government, I mean the government already have their organization to handle this halal, and then inside that they have many collaboration and many area that they have taken care of. Even there's others product. They have many product. They have many like category. I can call a category. Have many category because when we talk about foods like canned food, fresh food, is a many process to take out. So that's why inside this, I think they have a lot of resources that we can learn, and then we can also implement in our area. So today, I think this what I want to talk about this because I want to after this I want to focus on more on our entrepreneur to improve and to more do many activities, especially for halal product. So that's why I think this quite difficult because sometimes we learn from the something we learn not sometimes based on this halal channel, halal YouTube something that is a standard. But why I put inside because sometimes we don't know. Yes, this already implement. Example, I explore about Islamic quality management. Yes, and only not talking about foods and drink having product for this. There is many other category like financial, banking. There is a include in terms of Islamic quality management. That's why in this Usapang Halal we more focus on the like halal kitchen, halal mat, halal. But in halal, I think there's a very many categories you have to take out. So example, the logistic is the same thing. But I think it's better that we focus on this first to understand the halal. So I think for me, for local, I think for your resources, I think because Malaysia is a guideline for halal. I think it's a no issue for to have this as your because I think last my experience also how that we try to ventures with other country. I mean to do the business matching, and that's why we have a guideline already, and then how that we try to penetrate the market. Example, to go to the halal in Japan, to go to halal in other country. Also, we need this guidance, and then of course to introduce this to the others. Muslim or no Muslim country is quite difficult if you just talk and without any documentation. That's why I think these are quite difficult to get that they understand what is the halal. Is it? So why this halal logo actually is only for our country also. Many entrepreneurs just say that they want to halal. They are Muslim. They are Muslim. They want to apply halal. So it's a simple thing, but it's not. We have to tackle many things. I think many areas to tackle, starting from your set up the company, and then if you have already the line process, everything, you have to change minor thing about the implement the what requirement inside this halal requirement to apply this. So I think this is a good way we can do together. Actually, not only in Malaysia, I think in Philippines also we have find an entrepreneur, and then only to guide them, and then do the internal audit. Inside the internal audit, we have this guideline also already, and then that's why we can do the team inside. So I think this is very important to set up this halal team. Not only the inside your company, but the whole. Like right now, what One Halal do? I think One Halal is a good base, a good platform to do this. The right thing, I think, is the right thing. It cannot be, implement by own. I think they have a group. For example, right now Malaysia, I think is a very uh, like lucky because our government is very support on this halal. So that's why they have many guidelines of the halal to implement. And then I think of course, it's talking about money. I think about money, about to penetrate a new market, to go to the other market, Muslim or non-Muslim country. Even right now in UK also they are very a new good market for this halal, I think, because that's why many expo halal they have done before this, and then also in the Middle East country like Dubai Halal Expo, they have many. Also in Korea, also they have a Halal Korea Expo. In Japan, Halal Japan Expo. Indonesia, they have many expo. Australia also they have many kind of expo. There's many opportunity that we can go bring your product. But before that, we have learned something quite. To standardize your quality inside of it. This is one of the guideline that I want to introduce to this program for today. Okay. Because I think many talk, I think later we go to the question because I think to go further on this, it will take time. And then I think just I think simple introduce for this. Okay, anything at the first question maybe from Saida?
Yeah, what do you mean by OMS?
QMS.
QMS.
Quality.
Okay. Quality management system. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So
it's the same.
there is not much difference from the non-halal products,
Standard.
except for that halal thing.
Non-halal product.
Even
Yes.
in the slaughterhouse, it is the same. You have to practice the right protocol in slaughtering the animal, and then in doing things. Except on the very first part, it has to be halal, or you have to pray over it. Okay.
Okay, inside this, I think they have, of course, they have code of this halal. What you're asking about this? Okay, this under 3.1 for the inside this manual for the purpose of this standard, the term of definition given in ISO 1000 and the following apply. 3.1 is talking about Sharia. It's a totally of Allah comments and that regulate the life of every Muslim in all aspects. And then the Sharia compliance, the community of Sharia, and then the fixed council, the body is comfortable. And then this are talking about more focus on what you are mentioned right now. It's similar to all product, example, others product, but inside this manual is include this requirement. I think like example 3.1.2 is talking about officer, a Sharia qualified person who is accountable to monitor and ensure Sharia is observed and continuously practiced in the management of the organization according to the Sharia advisory community advice. And halal is mean a thing of action which are permitted or lawful in Islam. Otherwise, it will be not halal. And also Al-Quran and also 3.8 is hadith. Okay, for this I think it's quite difficult, but this is a requirement that already inside this quality management for requirement from Islamic perspective. That means this different between the normal one. I mean others then no need of this requirement, I think. Because last time in my experience, I think when I do the quality management, it's talking about parts. Okay, how you control the parts. The beginning of part, starting, if you go to the TS 19.9, we are talking about starting from the development stage. Development stage, that means you want to develop this part. Okay, like example, A parts. So this part, they have a many stage before they will be launched. Starting from the drawing. It's a drawing. Yes, example, the part is not full. I think this is an automatic part, example. So it start from drawing. So how we tackle the drawing, everything that, example, the drawing, we have checked this part can be able to be achieved this quality standard. But after that, they follow the process, the trial. You do a trial, and then inside the process, they have many guide, many control item that we have to tackle. It's like we call it as a critical item, critical process. Critical process based on that drawing. Based on that drawing, they're critical how to develop this using this process, and then this very critical. Then we have to tackle on this process. But when we talk about halal, of course, the critical point is same. What we talked before is talking about starter house. I mean the process of the startering, and then how that you control inside your factory regarding the contamination about halal and non halal. But of course, when we do the halal, of course, we have to make sure that all the inside our process line, everything is not contaminated with others. So this is how that you want to control of this. And then, of course, it's the many things that you take from the supplier also, and then after that, after the finished product, how that you handle this product to go to your customer. And then these are all the potential area that you find is critical. You have to control on that process. Example, what we talked last week is very critical. Is talking about starting process, butcher. I think that one, I think it's not everybody can do. It's only for Muslim can do. That's why when you go on that business, you have to follow the guideline. But when you're talking about, it's more talking about like when we call about what happened today, we starting with Mr. Zeno, we talking about the diet foods, dieting food, using the beef, what we call water buffalo. I think that one is another way that how that we tackle this to start from the starting, and then from the starting to get the produce the meat, and then go to the process, and then what is the process implement in the process, and then how do we control this process in terms of degrees, in terms of the step of the process to become this dieting product. So yes, the thing are very quite difficult maybe, but I think as a guideline, we have a guideline. That's why I want to show this because anything we cannot simply do without any guideline. That's why to guide this, we have a consultant, and then sometimes consultant, I think they have many ideas and also experting how to give a solution. That's an example, to give a solution. And sometimes we already have a line, we have already the product, and how to change it from example to implement to get halal certificate in your parts, in your country area. So any question? Maybe I have to talk too much. I think Ismail Abaya also.
Can I make a comment? The good thing about Aida, she's not a Muslim, and he observed more, very critical observation that she was already observed that halal is not that difficult. It's just that you will integrate it to the traditional way of doing the thing. Like in farming, you don't have what call that eliminate everything. You just eliminate the toxic, the unhealthy thing in the farming. In the slaughterhouse, just eliminate the pork and you practice the best practice. In the kitchen, the same thing. Same
Yeah.
kitchen, stainless table, the utensil, it's the same. You just integrate the best practice that the way we do it is healthy. That's a good thing about the observation of Qaeda being a non-Muslim. Because some of the non-Muslim thought that halal is so different that you have to eliminate everything and give you
Yeah.
everything. But no, it's not like that. That's why I was happy that Qaeda was able to observe that there's nothing different, no different with doing the halal process. You just eliminate that is not permissible, that is not healthy, that is not the best practice, and that like the ISO. There is also ISO. There is also ano what you call that, yung hazard whatever, HACCP, whatever the system. The same what you call that, the FDA. You have FDA. You have also what you call that, permit. Okay, almost the same. Almost the same.
Yes, almost the same. That's why today I think I quite surprised with that. We have many experience on this. Of course, when we talk about halal, we don't want to channel it to Al-Quran, because somebody when we talk to the non-Muslim, it's quite difficult to understand, because I think this the quality management system is for everybody to have this and to learn about this. I think I will go through on the example. I cannot be one by one by what is but it's a very difficult to teach or to explain inside. But I go through what is the inside the main item that inside this quality management, because everybody can source this. I think Mr. Zeno also can do that.
Yeah.
We can implement it.
Actually, it's just like, brother, it's just like a comfort room. You separate the men from the women, the PWD.
I think
same comfort room, but you have to separate the girls from the men, di ba? The gentlemen from the women. Very simple. Kaida, di ba? Kaida.
Easy way to understand. Okay. Now I think what is it? When I thought this, because I think when we want to develop this entrepreneur, from the micro entrepreneur, what I think our mission is our mission.
Yes,
and then to
business halal business.
Business halal, to doing a business halal. So in my it's the same in my country also, in Sabah right now. We have many entrepreneurs, we have many micro entrepreneurs that still don't have a halal logo. They have even we have many opportunity, we have many channel to do. But
I have one question, brother. Talking about selling micro, selling fake brands is halal or haram?
Selling? Sorry, again?
Selling business using selling product that is pirated, fake item, fake brand. Is that halal or haram?
For me, it's not halal.
Oh yeah.
Of course, they're right.
It's illegal. It's not lawful.
I think today I'm quite impressive about our motor company.
Motor, it's franchise.
We
can franchise that.
Now,
Malaysia.
I think we talked this last last 3 weeks or last year, the end of last year, and then we talk about fast track, about the McDonald using halal. Then you already implement.
Yes.
It's the
Yeah.
same way that we do implement.
Yes.
Focusing is 100% halal. I mean, not contaminated of product. I think it's good
Yes.
way. And then how do
Yeah.
you do this? You know the guideline. You know this. So the same thing that I want to talk today is talking about entrepreneur. And then example, we have a many product. To develop this product, I think for food product, they have many area to tackle. Number one is the sources. It's from the sources from the beginning that we source the product. Is it halal or not? Yes, we have to identify. That's why inside your company, of course, I can believe that for me, we need to hire one officer. It's a one thing. Hire one officer that is a very expert in halal. Of course, this officer have a train, have the certificate or what we call from the halal organization. But Malaysia we have
Yeah.
we call it halal executive. I still remember we supply this person to the Japan company to do the right way in halal, and because they are lead on this halal activity, or because okay, I show you in this. They have a requirement on auditing, internal audit. This special thing also. I think okay, it's a requirement under 8.2.2 is internal audit. And then I think internal audit is common for all the standard in ISO. They have to do this before have a audit from the others outsourcing. Okay, for the internal audit to conduct the organization shall conduct internal audit at planned interval to determine whether the quality management system the conform to the plan arrangement C 4.1 to requirement of this internal standard and to the quality management system requirement established by the organization and is effectively implemented and maintained. Okay, what I understand from this requirement, normally when you do, okay, right now you want to apply. Of course, you have the team to do this internal audit. The function of internal audit is mostly to check system. System that means from the beginning, from the your process incoming parts or incoming product to come and then process line to check is it okay or not based on you have a auditing list check a checklist we call a checklist to check is it okay or not, and then go to the outgoing to deliver the product to the customer. So I think internal audit is a function is to check your availability inside your factory because this the way how to maintain this. I think in Malaysia also when you even you get a halal logo already, you have 2 years to renew this certificate. I mean, then this function to do internal audit is a must. I mean, because Shell, they have to show to the example to the they will come which are under Islamic department. They will check. Then we have the everything to show them that our company have do this internal audit. So based on that internal audit, of course, the auditor from the Islamic department they come and then they can check what you are doing, and then they have to already tackle all the process, have it done, have it clear, no issue on this contamination issue. And then after that, then we find example what is the product you have, and then from that they will go example they are try to check your system in your incoming area example. Have any like example? It's a procedure I think same like others. I think example FIFO system is a put in first out. How do you manage the product? Count first and go first in first out. That's one of the thing. And then others is talking about the manage how the labeling the product to make sure the manpower have be able take the right product, and then how they manage inside the storage. Example, have the company, of course, they have a cool storage, cool room, and then inside the cool room, and then how they control this process in terms of temperature control, and then also in regard to the water supply also. In terms of water supply, they have what sources that you take from something, and then is it from the already filter or not. So these are all the what kind of category that inside the checklist that you have to take. It's many things I think, but this is like example. So, but when we do, we not talk about it's only when we talk halal, we just talking about the starter, the halal, the pork, everything. But it's talking about everybody. The line process also control. It's a including inside. That's why this halal logo, the value of halal logo is mostly I think it's quite high. I mean, because they are follow many areas to tackle. That's why sometimes our company also in Malaysia also it's not easy to have or to prove the halal, because sometimes they have a repeat and a repeat again because many issues have to settle down before get this halal. Okay. So I think yeah, but it's a good way if you do in the right. I mean, first we do the right thing. I think in terms of a layout, I think what I before when you set up the halal kitchen, you have to do like this, and then I think we can tackle more and easy to pass for halal. I think when you understand the requirement. Okay.
Question?
Yeah.
I'd ask question.
Yes.
Raising her hand.
In your country,
Mm.
will it be an annual auditing or a monthly auditing?
Uh, it's a depend on your. I mean, it depend. Internal audit is a depend how that requirement.
Yes. Will that be a monthly
I think
auditing or annual auditing?
uh, at least you have an annuality. At least you have a audit.
Annual.
Yeah.
So, if, for example, there is uh, uh, a company in the Philippines supplying you,
Mm.
will the company in the Philippines be also audited on an annual basis?
Normally, I think I can say that sometimes it should become depend on the. If you take a Malaysia halal logo, is from the uh, Islamic department. They will come, and they
Yes.
don't ask when they come. They just come. We have to ready every time. But inside your company, I think you have to handle this by annually. But you have maybe twice per year to handle every. I think it's still similar to the ISO also. We have auditing every period, at least two per year, I think 2 times per year to check inside your country.
I see. So we already have some food items that is already exported to your country. So
Mhm.
you mean to say they are audited twice a year or once a year?
Which halal logo or a normal one that you say the product already have a halal
Food products.
a food
The
product?
the
Then
ones you showed us before, your
it's okay.
sample before,
Okay.
the fast food products.
Okay. What I mean is talking about your question is I mean this requirement if when you apply this quality management inside. I mean, you have to do the auditing, but it's depend on the company if they apply or not. That's why I think my answer is depend the that you say that
On
the
our
company.
own country's
Yes, yes,
quality management system.
yes, yes.
And then
If you follow, hmm,
we have to support that and then
okay.
submit that to you, to the Malaysian ano.
I think
agency.
that's why there is a local counterpart in the
Yeah,
Philippines, so
yes.
that
I see.
they
This
limit the
Oo.
network,
time and
Oo.
operating
yes.
expenses,
Oo.
because if the Malaysian will go to the Philippines, it will be expensive again because you have to to
Yeah,
cover
it's a
the
Yeah,
travel
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm thinking. Eh.
Not. I mean, this requirement is by your own company. I mean, the
I
entrepreneur.
see.
They have
local.
one
Uh-uh.
team, local. Yes,
Uh-uh.
local. That means you have to hire one officer. That's a requirement. If you are not, so hire one, and then they
Mm.
do this internal. They have a lot of experience, and they are really trained by the uh, halal association to do internal
Yeah.
audit inside the company. It's a
Mm.
normal. But what I want to talk is just to introduce because sometimes when in this program, sometimes we have to explain and then we go, but we don't have any resource. I mean, like this quality management. We just talk, and talk. But sometimes we have to show which guideline that we do, we follow. Because example like me, I also study and also quite asking my mentor also about how to do the social. Mostly, it's not easy. Also, depend on the category because others category, like example, it's a pharmaceutical. It's a I think the product is quite using many many formula. So sometimes it's not
Yeah.
raw material.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to identify that this product is contain the non halal or not. So they have to go to China to the lab. The one thing that do in Malaysia, we have set up the halal,
Yeah.
the halal lab to check the in the product. I think it's quite difficult also in this category.
Yeah.
But when we talk this more to the normal foods, it's a raw come and then we do the process and then after that we supply to the customer. So how that we manage it. So it's a many category also. That's why I have to tackle. It's not easy also for me
I
to
have
make.
one question, Brother Pakir, because
Yeah.
I have a potential franchisee in South
Mm-hmm.
Africa that will
Okay.
be opening soon. Our
Yeah.
It's a convenience store similar to
Okay.
7-Eleven. All products are fit for halal. Maybe you can help me on that
Yeah.
on the
I want to
product.
talk because
Can you can you export Malaysian halal certified product to the South Africa?
South Africa directly. Yes, we have channel. I think talking about this, I think you asked me, I think last month, you're talking about this
Yes, yes,
go to Palawan.
yeah.
Okay, I already made one a
But
bit.
this one is South Africa,
Oh
not
yeah, South
Palawan.
Africa, not Palawan. I
Quite
will check.
very far, but
I think
there is
I
many
have to find.
motivated people there.
Uh, I think I have to find the I mean the key player like a trader. They have
Yes,
experience. It's not for me. I have to do the more to NGO to to support this halal.
yes, yes.
But
We
in terms
can,
of the trade, I have to lot to learn a lot in terms
yeah,
of export, import,
yes,
procedure to many
uh,
country to Philippines also. We have a
yes, yes.
yeah. Even we have a product that what kind of product and then how to go there easily due to
The
this
idea is, brother, the
fine.
idea is we will
Mm.
consolidate the local South African product, develop the micro entrepreneur there, and
Mm-hmm.
also because they cannot produce so much, we
Yeah.
will get products from the Philippines, from Malaysia, especially.
Yeah.
Just
Mm-hmm.
like going to any grocery or supermarket, you can see local product, but you can
Mm-hmm.
see also imported product.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a good idea. It's a good. I mean,
Kaida, Kaida, you have question?
I think to develop this. I mean, the sources everything. They have quite time. But what we do is, I think the first what I do also in Sabah. I organize the
Uh,
team. The
Brother
team.
Al, you need,
Yeah.
Brother Al,
Mm.
what Kaida objective is.
Yeah.
They have lots of product. We will do the local facilitation of certification with our local certifier, Muslim certifier, because Kaida has lots of network product. and she wants to help them. That's the objective of Qaeda. That's why his line of questioning to you is how they can export it in Malaysia. Di ba? Qaeda, is that
Correct.
Yeah.
yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. But I mean,
But the main basic requirement, minimal requirement, it should be halal certified in the Philippines. Then we will coordinate to Fakhir with the Malaysia, because they will just coordinate to the local Muslim certifier that did you conducted audit, you know the content of this is halal, and we will base our analysis, okay, on the audited local auditor of
local
halal
auditor.
certified.
Yes.
Yes. So that you will not go to the Philippines, or else you will have a high expenses on the hotel
Yes.
accommodation.
Yes, we have to
ticket.
work on the lower expenses
Yeah.
level.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also
Uh,
understand that. Yes.
who will take care of the shipping?
Oh.
We will do that. We will do that for you. No problem. Kaida.
Yeah.
We have the
So
team that will
what
export
so
the
what
product to
I'm
Malaysia.
going to do is just to get the product, give it to
Facilitate
you.
it to be certified.
Yeah, get the
That's the
product,
first step.
certify,
First step.
and then give it to you.
Again,
To
we are the buyer
to
actually. We are the buyer actually.
yeah. Yan, kaya
Then
nga to
export
you.
it to Malaysia.
You are representing the buyer. So I give it to
Local and
you,
international,
and then
Kaida.
you give it to Al Fakir.
Yes, another
Export to Al
customer,
Fakir.
another
Okay.
other company also.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
I am thinking of remember I was talking about the IPs in
Yes, yes.
Mindanao, and they have a
Yeah.
surplus of what you call this the luya.
Yes. We need that,
They have a
Kaida. That's
surplus.
the raw materials.
Yes,
Raw mat.
the raw material. So I
Yes.
do not know how to put two and two together so that they can bring their produce from Mindanao to Manila
We do
or
the
to
logistic.
Palawan.
No problem.
To
We will do the
Manila or to
logistic.
Palawan? Isn't it better if they bring it to Palawan because Palawan's already near Malaysia?
We will do the logistic and warehousing, Kaida, on that. The technical team.
Okay.
The first
Okay.
step, what we need is coordinate with One Halal how we will facilitate the certification, the auditing through in collaboration with our certifying body. That's the beauty of One Halal. We do almost everything. One stop
I
shop.
agree with it. Yes. Because I'm do also the Sabah halal also we will try because in Sabah we have many area also to tackle. But I start from our local Sahnakan. I control this first,
Yes.
and then others area in Sabah.
Yes.
Like Kota Kinabalu, we have a Tawau entrepreneur. I mean, we try to the first what I do, I try to collect all the product first, and then take our
Yes. That's like consolidate. Yeah.
yeah, consolidate
Yeah.
first, and then inside that we have already from the 10 company, we already 3 company have already certified by halal. I mean, it's easy. The easy way to export the product. These are my objective to bring the Sabah product to the world, to the other market. Of course, we tackle the local market. Then the other way we try to get other market also in the. Of course,
To give you an idea, Kaida, Alpakiro, what
Yes.
we're doing, just like what we're doing in Ilocos Norte, there is a farm owned by the cooperative, similar to you, owned by the IDPs. we certify or accredited the farm so that any production from the farm it's already halal.
Halal.
Meaning not the luya or the ginger, because ginger is halal naturally because it's a
Yes,
plant
because
based.
that is a
But
plant.
yes, but we have to make the farm
Yeah.
halal compliant. The farm, meaning
Yeah.
the soil, the
Yes,
one that,
okay.
even if they
Everything.
plant ginger, they plant cassava, they plant
Yeah.
kamote, they plant what you call that, onion, garlic. It's already halal because it's coming from the
That's right.
The
halal
earth.
certified or accredited or compliant farm. So one because you will think, oh, we're planting many plants there, and
Yeah.
kaida will compute per plants. It's very
So,
expensive.
I think it will be better if I make a GC uh, for Datu Ganding and
Yes,
yeah,
one
is
halal.
that all right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that
Then
we
give
can
us the
understand each
pricing,
other,
and
and then
we will bring it to Malaysia or any country.
yes,
What we need is
yes.
the product mix and the pricing.
I already
And we
have the
will do the
pricing. It is 52
auditing,
eh.
editing, and have it certified. The pharma, not the plants.
Who's gonna do the final pricing because they have the price of the
I can
ginger
help you on
on their
costing,
on their side of the
farm
mountain,
gate
not
product, farm
here
gate
in
price.
Manila.
No, farm
Yeah,
gate. It should be farm
farm
gate.
gate,
Okay.
yes.
Mm.
So they know
That
the
is
price.
52.
They know the price. They know.
Yeah.
Normally, they know the price.
Okay.
The farmer.
Okay. I will talk to him today.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
tonight we will be talking with each other. Is it all right with
Yes. Let's do
Alpha
business
Care?
na. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Alpakir, no? Let's do it na.
Yes. I think it's a good idea what we plan. You plan about the one halal, I mean the one center of halal, because
Yeah.
I think in Malaysia, not Sabah, but in Malaysia, in the Peninsular Malaysia, they have a many hub halal. They are
Yeah.
mainly do the halal for the entrepreneur, for the we call it as a SME, a small medium entrepreneur. They have done already in Peninsular Malaysia. So what happened in Sabah, we try to do the same thing also. I mean, all the entrepreneur is in one area producing the halal product. It's an easy way
Yeah.
we to do a monitoring, and also a grouping when to market also we can do together. But I think we can start first in Philippines to do, because
And
you have many
actually,
areas like Mindanao and like others area also.
yeah.
They call Luzon.
And actually, Mother
Yes,
Paki, we have airports and pier in Mindanao,
Mindanao.
Zamboanga,
Yeah.
Davao, and
Yes.
Cebu. So no
Yes.
problem. You don't have to bring it to the Luzon area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a pier or
Metro Center.
airport there
Yeah.
in Luzon, besides Mindanao.
Yeah.
So
That's why you
we'll
have
bring
to.
it from the farm to the pier or airport. Okay,
Oh,
that's it.
I think it's good
Oh,
to set up the halal logistic. I think you have done already. I think the
yeah.
halal
We
logistic.
need the listing, brother Ale, di ba?
Mm.
Listing.
Yeah.
Your product, kaida, listing, because
Mm.
from there, you will know that, we need this, we need this, we need this. But
Mm.
Yes,
first,
I
you
will
have
do that.
to,
Yes,
yes.
Mm.
Right now,
I
I
will do that.
only hear, kamote, cassava, ginger, but
Ginger.
all the raw materials in the kitchen, it can
Mm.
be supplied
Mm.
to any
Mm.
raw processing company or factory, or you can have it pressed, delivered to the hotel, restaurant, and
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
tourism related businesses,
That's a
local and
good.
international
Yeah.
market. Okay,
Yes.
Kaida, we have no time na. Any message to
Ha?
the viewer?
Ubus
Yeah.
na.
Already
Oh,
pretty bad.
very fast.
One
And
hour.
Brother Alpakir will do the closing remarks later on.
Yeah.
Kaida,
It's
any?
1 minute na lang eh. Sige, si Alpha Kier na lang.
Okay, Alpakir.
Okay. 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 At least today I introduced the quality manual system QMS regarding the halal certification. I mean, the requirement based on Islamic perspective. So these are very important to know about how that Malaysia done this already, and then this quite contribute many department to distribute their commitment to do this quality manual. For us as an entrepreneur, we can learn and then we can study about this, how to manage your uh, organization or your company to establish this requirement. I think it's quite similar to the quality. The important or the objective is to handle your quality product, because even this is the main requirement because to achieve the customer certification. Because halal is not only for Muslim, but it's for all. But that's why this quality manual have been done in Malaysia, and is to be a reference to everybody, not only for Malaysia but also for Philippines also. So hopefully today I will introduce, and then for next week maybe any requirement that we focus. I think I want to go for logistic for next week. We talk about some logistic. That are my
Okay.
experience because it's a good thing. We focus on logistic because logistic. We know that logistic is a common way, but sometimes the
Yes.
logistic also have to tackle the halal requirement. This is very
Yes.
important. That's why I think focus on logistic next week. Maybe I will bring others new information to show. And then thank you very much for continuing watching and learn in Usapang Halal. And thank you.
Sukran, sukran, sukran. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Thank
wabarakatuh.
you.
See you next
Thank
week.
you.
See you
Bye-bye.
next week.
Global Blast TV 160, home of entrepreneurs.